What's up, YouTube? We have some news to share with you guys today. Do you want to share them the news?
Do you want to share them the news? I mean, I gave it to this guy, and I mean, no, it's not an STD, so don't worry.
We're pregnant.
No, we're not pregnant, okay? No, we both tested positive for COVID-19. COVID-19 is a very serious disease. In no way are we trying to make a joke of this. We are on the tail end of our recovery process and quarantining, and this week actually really made us reflect on what video we wanted to make. So you take it away.
So this week we wanted to take a look at our 6 different streams of income. The cool thing about these income streams is that we are able to get them all while we're at home, which is pretty awesome during COVID. So we wanted to go through these 6 streams with you, as well as keep a running tally throughout the video so that we can see how much we've made in the past 6 months. And then at the end, we'll talk about our strategy going forward with these streams and what we want to double down on going forward.
But first, this is Living Less.
So as we mentioned before, this video is going to be going over our 6 forms of income that we're able to achieve at home. So the purpose of this video is to really just share our experience. We have a certain strategy that we work through as a couple. So if you find any of this information valuable, make sure to leave us comments below and hit the subscribe button. Let's get into the first income stream. The first income stream we're going to be hitting with you guys today is my full-time day job as a UX designer. So right now this takes up the majority of my time. It's a 5-day-a-week job during the week, and it also provides the majority of our income.
Are you trying to say you're the breadwinner here? Are you calling me out like that?
Well, let's get into the numbers here and we'll have you guys decide.
Yes, it's fine. It's fine.
So we're going to be looking at the past 6 months of our income total. So over the past 6 months, this has provided us about $32,000 in income. Another thing we're doing is giving each of these streams a passiveness rating, which is something we really like to look at because in order to build something that has longevity and long-term value, we want it to put effort into things that are more passive. So the passive rating that we would give this stream of income as a UX designer is a D. So the reason we're giving it this rating is because it's not the worst rating. I have had jobs in the past that have been a little bit more stressful and a little more time consuming. So it's not the worst, but that being said, it is also, there's a very strong correlation between the amount of time that I put in and the amount of money that I make. So I really need to be putting in the day-to-day time in order to keep getting that paycheck, which is not the case for all forms of income, as we'll get into later in the video. But that is the reason we are giving this a D.
All right, let's get into our second stream. Let's put like a river here, like a stream, you know, number 2. I like that. So the second stream that we're gonna get into is something that I have more autonomy over, which is social media marketing. So with the social media marketing gig that I have, I help out with the community organization, and in the past 6 months, they pay me on a monthly basis. I've gotten $6,000 from them. And this is an awesome gig that the passive rating we're going to give it is a C. So we're giving it a C because it's something that I can plan post out for, which I'm sure many of you involved in any sort of digital marketing, this is not a foreign concept. Probably some of you do this for your own personal Instagrams or whatnot. So plan out the post. But even though it posts automatically for me, I still need to take that incentive in the beginning to take and get all of that content, write the captions, do the tagging. So it can be time consuming. So for that reason, we give this a C.
So it's better than a D, but
It's a C, it's a C.
So the next stream on the list is real estate marketing. So I just wanted to jump in there and introduce this one, even though this is Gabby's. Because
I was gonna say, it's not like you do that.
This was my idea for her to get involved in real estate, so I just want to take some upfront credit for it.
Yeah, it's true. But so yeah, so pretty much, I mean, I'm a freelance marketer, so this is another gig that I got. So real estate marketing is super fun. This is great because I probably enjoy this more than the social media marketing gig I have. But with that being said, in the past 6 months, I've made less than the social media marketing. I made about a little over $4,500 in the past 6 months doing this job. I get paid an hourly wage and not a monthly stipend. So right off the bat, you can probably tell that that's not a good for a passive rating. Just because when you get paid an hourly wage, it really is a direct correlation. The more time you put in, the more money you're gonna make. But with something that's passive, that's not the correlation you want. You want to have to put in less time and make more money. That's really the goal. But like I said, I really love this job. I enjoy it. So it's kind of something fun for me to do that I make money from. So I can't complain. But with that being said, passive rating for real estate marketing is a D. All right, now we're at stream number 3 here. And
I think it's 4.
Fuck. All right, guys, stream number 4. I totally messed up, said 3. It's fine. Stream number 4. So we're gonna get into, we call it branding business, okay? So this is a business that I've actually started up during quarantine. So I actually don't always wear a headband, but I think in almost every single video I'm wearing one of these lovely headbands. They're in like all different colors, pop some up here or something. And, well, one video I had cornrows, so that was an exception. I don't think I wore one then, I'm not sure. But, so they're called neck gaiters. We down here in Key West, we call them buffs. So I'll pull this guy down so you guys can see.
Giving the whole pitch now.
Oh, yeah, baby. So this is how you wear it typically, and they're designed, well, right now for COVID. Fishermen use them down here in Florida, but they've been super popular to wear. And you can see that it has a logo. So this is a local bar and grill called Hogfish Bar and Grill. You guys ever come to Key West, Florida? Go there. You won't regret it.
And buy their nut gator.
Yes, and buy their nut gator. Because, so with the pandemic coming across, my parents have a local business. Long story short, I got into the neck gator business and creating custom masks for businesses. So I was going to do it let me put this back out. Excuse me. So I was going to do this just for my parents' business, but once we got them done, we had people asking us, who got these done for you? They look so great. Where'd you get them done? And I was like, oh my God, that was me. So thanks. So yeah, it was just light bulb moment went off. People were asking for orders. So I have my supplier and I'm just the middleman putting in orders and getting them to my customers. This is a much higher profit margin for me. This is awesome. And in fact, we're creating an entire company for custom branding supplies that we are calling
Sunrise Branding.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. Whenever we get the website up and going for it, it's going to be great. But this is our newest endeavor for Sunrise Branding. So we started with the buffs. We're going to expand into t-shirts like this one and whatnot. So the beauty in the branding business is that, like I said, that larger profit margin that I'm getting, I'm not getting paid on an hourly wage. Reorders are like gold to me. So I haven't made that much money yet, just starting up. So in profit, I've done a bit over $3,500 in the past 6 months. And this is with 0 ad dollars, 0 marketing, and purely just word of mouth of my customers talking to each other. Not even word of mouth for me. So you could say that I'm doing a very poor job of marketing, yet still being successful. So yes, I know I need to step up my game. I intend to. But definitely working on that. So with making a bit of over $3,500, we give this a passive rating of a B, the highest yet. And that's because it's not much time, but I'm making good money doing it. So investing into your own business can have huge returns. So this is something that we're definitely going to keep investing into.
So the next stream of income that we're going to talk about is selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, stuff like that. So this actually is also mainly Gabby, but I just wanted to get my voice in here a little bit more because she has all these income streams. So what this really entails is that living on the campground, there's a lot of people around us that just want to buy and sell things. So this is something that she's been doing for, I mean, since she was pretty little, like a kid.
Like 10.
So like 10 years old, just being able to find deals, buy stuff, sell stuff, starting to do it for other people. And it's really gotten into some bigger purchases as well, like selling like boats for people, cars,
trailers,
some bigger items like that. So that's been a nice thing to add on to the side. And a lot of this is paid in cash as well. So we use this as kind of our...
Love cash. Love cash.
So we use this cash reserve to pay for stuff like groceries. So this is pretty cool because we haven't had a grocery bill in 6 months. We always just pay for it with cash from an income stream like this. So the passive rating that we give this one is also, unfortunately, a D because of the fact that it does just take a lot of effort in order to get a sale. I personally watched Gabby be pretty stressed out with sales when they're not going through and not going the way she's expecting. It does cause some stress, and for the amount of money that it gets paid, so in the past 6 months we estimate about $2,000. That is why we gave it a passive rating of a D, because for the amount of money that it brings in, it is pretty time consuming. The last income stream we are going to talk about today, man, I've been waiting for this one. You can't give me enough opportunities to talk about dividends. So this is something that we're really passionate about. We do have another video, a couple other videos, but we'll put one here of how we are able to build our dividend passive income stream. So this is something that we really like to do. We've done it for about the past year or so, year and a half maybe, and it's building up a stream of income that it's so passive, so much more passive than the other streams that we're doing.
How passive is it?
So we would give this a passive rating of an A. So best rating on the board. This is why we're putting a lot of time into this income stream, building it up to become larger position in our income portfolio and hopefully overtake some of our other streams. So the total amount that we've made on this income stream of dividends over the past 6 months is about $827.
It's about.
So it's not the most. It is the lowest in our list of income streams, but it's something that's constantly growing. So we're already improved that from that $827 number. Like the next 6 months should be a lot higher than that. So it's something that we're building up and working on to become a larger position in our portfolio. Alright guys, now it's come to the time in the video that we are going to tally up those numbers. Okay, so first position, as we mentioned, my job as a UX designer. So the total for this is $32,181.50 over the past 6 months. So that gets paid on a bi-weekly basis. And this accounts for 65.7% of our total portfolio.
Let's make that a slice of a pie.
The next one here is social media marketing. This one was $6,000 over the past 6 months, totaling 12.2% of our portfolio. The third one here is real estate marketing, totaling $4,500, roughly an estimate, and the total percentage is 9.2%. The next one is the branding business, Sunrise Branding, totaling about $3,500 at 7.1% of our portfolio. The next one is Facebook Marketplace, totaling about $2,000. This one was hard to estimate, but this was our best guess. This totals 4.1%. And then finally, my favorite of all, dividends. Total of $827.54. Oh my god, it sounds so good to say.
Pew, 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 pew.
Totaling 1.7% of our portfolio.
So big, so perfect pie slice.
So right now that is the lowest, but we're hoping to build this up.
We will.
And with all of these tallied up, the total for our past 6 months in quarantine during COVID, with COVID, is $49,000. The total is $49,009.04. So that's in the past 6 months.
All right, guys. So yeah, in the past 6 months, 49K, super cool. But I want to talk to something really quickly, is that in those 6 streams of incomes, you might have noticed that I personally talked to about 4 of those points.
I talked about enough.
Are you, okay, breadwinner, we hear you, whatever. But yeah, so something I want to point out is that I do not have a full-time job. I do freelance work. I'm very entrepreneurial spirited. I just don't really have it in me to keep the discipline for a full-time job. So that's why I scramble. Well, scramble's not a good word. I'm organized and I'm disciplined within my own work. So what I do, I could not do if I had a full-time job. So we're not saying that, yes, have your full-time job and 6 other income streams. Like, no.
Yeah, like we do that between
not.
the two of us, I think, is a good balance. Like working as a team, as a couple, that I have that full-time job providing like stable income, and then she's hustling on the side building up that long-term stuff for us. I think that's enough info for one video. So if you liked this content, make sure to provide some feedback down below. If you have other tips on how you're able to build multiple streams of income, we would love to hear it. And make sure to support us by hitting that subscribe button, subscribe below, and we will see you next week.